Okay, this video is about my new book. It's called Prevent and Reverse Dental Disease by me, Pete Rogers. There's a picture on the cover of Among the Sierra Nevada Mountains by Albert Beardstadt from 1868. I like to put a beautiful picture on the cover. I don't even put any text on the back because I know most people, they just go to Amazon.com and they're not going to, it's not like being at a bookstore where you look and you read the back of the cover, okay? You get to look inside the first, 10 pages or so. I try to do a couple of unique things with my books to make them more useful to the reader. I don't waste time with any nonsense in the beginning. I get right to the point. So this guy, Hal Huggins, the greatest dentist who ever lived, and I just show his quote right there, right in the beginning. He says, the slogan for dentistry is drill 'em, fill 'em, bill 'em, and kill 'em, meaning that with slow toxins, they eventually, shorten the patient's life, in his opinion. He also, he made all kinds of great discoveries in dentistry. And what they do, they pulled his license and got him slandered in Wikipedia. That's what they did to Dr. McDougall. They got him slandered in Wikipedia. His med-mal parallel insurance was pulled. That's how doctors who make great original discoveries are treated. Because they piss off the establishment. The establishment's making big money. It doesn't want some genius coming along and changing the status quo, the way things are done. They won't make as much money with that. They're annoyed by that. Robert Kamal, he said all root canal teeth are infected. He's a really good expert, and he's got a great website for dental stuff, realdentalinfo.com. Okay, then I show a quote here from Weston Price. Weston Price is quite a story. This guy's like probably the second greatest dentist who ever lived, and he was world famous dental researcher, known genius, and he did a root canal on his son, 16-year-old boy, and the boy died. And he was so sad and distraught from that, he dedicated the rest of his life to studying the complications of dental materials and root canal procedures. And what did he get for that? They discredited him. They tried to destroy his reputation. They hassled the crap out of him, took away his job, fired him. So what I'm trying to say is that's what happens when people make great discoveries in medicine. So if you see somebody who's riding high, getting a lot of publicity from the establishment, you can bet they're making money for the establishment. Somebody who's helping the pros and not making money for the establishment, they're going to be shadow banned, ostracized, criticized, slandered in Wikipedia, things like that. Okay. And then I just had some silly quote that I thought was a little bit funny. This is Arthur Jones. He's the guy who made the Nautilus machines. He would be talking about bodybuilders. And he said, there must surely be a few bodybuilders who are not idiots, but if so, they are well camouflaged in some undiscovered cave. And I'm just joking that a lot of dentists are kind of stupid. And it's not just a joke. A lot of them got mercury brain toxicity, Mad Hatter syndrome, and they're kind of twitchy and impatient and kind of rude. Not all of them are like that. Some of them are very nice, very smart, very good. That is all true. But there is a characteristic dentist personality that a lot of people have seen, and I've seen it many times. Okay, Dr. Murray Vimy, this guy's a brilliant guy, great dentist. He's the founder of the IAOMT, International Academy of Oral and Medical Toxicology. And he says, mercury comes out of amalgams and goes into the person's body. We even implanted amalgams into sheep and monkeys and showed that it comes out of the amalgams and goes into the body, whatever the animal. Fluoride is used to make rat poison. It lowers IQ. Mercury is a major toxin to brain and kidneys, etc. So what I do, the reason why I give sort of provocative, if you will, statements of some sort, either something funny or provocative right in the beginning, so I'm trying to let the reader know this book's not going to be like a regular book. There's going to be useful, unique information here that is not popular with the establishment, the status quo. Quick table of contents. I'm going to go over the basic anatomy of the tooth. You have to know that to make sense out of everything else. Cavities, amalgams, mercury, root canals, multiple sclerosis, autoimmune disease, all that stuff. I'll go through the work of Hal Huggins, the work of Weston Price, the info on fluoride, and general approach to optimizing tooth health and systemic health, how dental problems can cause autoimmune disease, arthritis, all kinds of systemic diseases. Basically, dentists don't know anything about medicine. Medical doctors don't know anything about dentistry, but the truth is they're combined. Lots of diseases caused by problems in the teeth. And if you don't know it, then you miss the opportunity to diagnose and treat the patient and help the patient. So anyways, I think that's pretty much the intro. Do I got anything else here? I always make a joke in the disclaimer. Kind of having fun with that, like Monty Python's. How this book will help you. It'll explain you all these dental problems and how to get good information. Okay, and like I said, Hal Huggins has described, beware of Greeks and dentists bearing gifts, because they'll put all kinds of crap in your mouth. Okay. Okay, then tooth anatomy, that'll be part 1. We'll do that a little later. So anyways, I hope you found that helpful. I really was trying to write a useful book. I had problems with my own teeth with a recurrent cavity and old amalgam, and so I wanted to really understand it. And the more I got into it, the more useful I found it was to study it. So I plowed through about 8 books on dentistry, tons of papers, tons of videos, and talked to several dentists to try to figure out what matters and what doesn't and what's nonsense. And it's amazing. A ton of stuff in dentistry is nonsense. And it takes a while to get to the truth and get past the silliness. So anyways, the book's full of drawings like this to help explain the anatomy relevant to the diseases. All right, I hope you found that helpful.